Good morning, guys. We're on a house that we did last year. Well, actually, we did it last year. The week that I got COVID, 1st of December. And you see these streaks on this roof. They're pretty bad, but they're a little bit better than they were because the sides of these dog houses on the right, I had to shoot so many times last year. I almost ran out of chemical when I was back here because they were so bad. I mean, I just had to keep hitting them and hitting them and hitting them. But it's been 10 months since we was here, and we're not doing the roof today, but it is something she wanted me to look at. I seen this roof last year. I seen this roof. She wants me to look at the roof on the house, and I think they have a shop that had a roof on. But all we did last year was shoot these dog houses, and the house here, the house wasn't as bad as, well, the house wasn't that bad at all. The main thing was just all the white. There's a bunch of white on the vinyl. Pretty neat staircase. It's a pretty house. But you can see, and I guess it's just under this crepe myrtle, that not even a year later, all this white is right back on the verge of, well, that is already turning green. So, not even a year later, which is just a wet spot. Now, one thing I do remember about this place is it has gray siding, and I had to rinse and rinse and rinse and rinse, which it was freezing cold when I came out here, and actually it's the coldest now that it's been in a few weeks. Well, actually it's the coldest it's been since winter. Woke up this morning and it was 44, but I remember behind this was pretty bad. Like I said, as you can see, you know, if you stay on a maintenance plan, it's going to help you out tremendously because you're going to have your house staying looking good and not have to worry about it turning green and looking bad. Let's see. I know one of the areas here last year, gutters need cleaned. But I know one of the areas last year that was pretty rough was this one here. My big concern when I did this one was the doors. The doors are stained, and you know, I didn't want to, of course, didn't want to get anything on them that wasn't necessary. So all this up here basically just got a good rinse minus anything else. I wet them down really good, didn't spray directly on them, and kept it like that. And I think back door and the front door, both of them were stained, and like I said, that's what I did. I wet them down, kept the bleach away from it best I could, and everything turned out great. They was really satisfied. You can see these gutters. I'm sure they looked a little bit better when I left last year, but they are just that type of gutter. And see, the big thing is I've not did anything yet, and you can see what this looks like. This is what had me rinsing so much last year. It's just the color. I don't know if somebody came, let's try something. I don't know if somebody came at one time and washed this and blasted, it's not too bad, blasted the yeah, see, look, somebody at some point in time has blasted this, and have to cover that up, has blasted this, took the sheen off. So you can see that's what was giving me so much trouble last year. I mean, I rinsed and rinsed and rinsed and just hoped that it would look better. So you can see here too, take these pictures on a job because that's oxidized. That's the color of it. You can see it's kind of powdery looking there. And I rinsed this whole section, and that was it. Sorry, customer came out to talk to me. We went over everything, and just as I had suspected, they had somebody come at one time and blast this. This gave me such a headache last year because I thought it was the color of the vinyl and the bleach. Maybe I didn't rinse it good. I rinsed this over and over. Come to find out, it wasn't anything that I did. It was from somebody else. So all of this vinyl, all that's vinyl up there, looked dirty last year. I mean, this is going to be, the biggest thing with this is hose management. I'm starting on the hardest part first because it is a winding road. From here, it's just kind of a straight shot around, but the other one I got to kind of go down the fence in, down another one, and around some stuff. But definitely them getting this done yearly is going to be huge on keeping it looking good and maintained. So we're going to come and do the roof at a later date, and get some spots up there. It may be built up from the algae on the roof, but for today it's just a house wash. So let's get started. All right, guys, you want to talk about problem solving in business? I keep most of my stuff, I keep with the nipple here. Okay, then you got this here. See, you don't see the whip line. I'm sitting there spraying. I feel like a gulp, and then there's nothing. And so my first instinct is I blew a hose. I mean, that hose is getting some age on it. I blew a hose, no big deal. I come over here, and my whip line that connects to the hose reel, then it comes over here and hooks up. It had blew off, and all the water was blowing over here. So this section of the house got a really good rinse. Have no clue where the fitting went, but it's somewhere. So it blew it off of the whip line. So I have one good fitting, and then the other side is just a bunch of threads. So with that being said, instead of trying to work a whip line to go ahead and get this done, I just took all the hose off the hose reel, hooked it back into the downstream injector, turned the water back on. Now I'm good to go. So problem solving. I've been spraying for 5 minutes maybe, and had an issue. So trust me, if it can happen, it's going to. Just be ready and know that stuff's going to happen. Don't freak out when it happens, and yeah, just don't freak out. It'll be all right. So luckily the customer wasn't walking by and got soaked or hit with the fitting. Let me see if I see it. Yeah, I tried to put it back on here. You can see it's crooked, but it's completely rusted. This end's been rusted for a while. I don't know if it's just the one I got or whatever. And what I'll probably do, which I'll probably just get a new hose, because this end has been rusted pretty bad. But and I didn't have enough room to put any extra or cut any off and make it shorter. But just keep an eye on your whip lines. They run a lot of stuff through them, and for whatever reason, this one wasn't that good. It stayed rusted all the time. So let's get back at it. All right, guys, that's a wrap on this one. When I did this one last year, I learned so much for this one, because my hoses had to come in here, go down to here, and they ran a big knotted up mess. I made sure I kept my hoses separated today and looking good. The gray I was worried about the last time, because the way it was drying, this side's not bad, it was just the other side. So I rinsed it like 4 times, but that didn't have to happen today. All these peaks, I don't even really have any good before and after pictures today, because all those windows, all the white was bad last year, so it made a big difference. And some of it had already started coming back again this year, like I said earlier. But the good thing is like I know, okay, I have enough hose where I'm parked. I can't come around here, so I got to bring it through there. You know, that just saves you a little bit of time. So anytime you can save more time and be efficient, that's better. So that's the thing about having repeat customers, is knowing how to treat their property, how to get in and out of it easily. You know, I would have been sitting here on this one another 30 minutes like I was last year. Got some property protection here, got an outlet but no cover. I think this is a 3M vinyl tape, works amazing, and that'll save you butt. But yeah, I mean, there was a little bit right here, but nothing major. Like I said, we're gonna come back and see. Now see, this is rinsed, still a little wet. The windows are oxidized on the bottom, so they don't look as great as they could. But like I said, that's just from coming from the last time. Instead of trying to get those fixed this time and trying to make it work, I know what I'm working with. So instead of trying to fix it, I just washed it. Got a good, like I said, I don't have many before and afters on this one because it was pretty good, except for some of the white. And I mean, that's just part of it. You have areas that stay damp, you're gonna have issues where you're gonna have issues where the moisture stays and doesn't get shade. Now, she wants, I don't know who it was, commented the last time on the video and said something about me video on the ground. Well, I guess you're getting another one today, unless you just want to see like how I see. But we're going to come back. She has some staining right here and a little bit on this side, and we're just going to come back and do the whole roof. All the gutters drain out to the road, so we don't have any issues there. But we got a tree here, bushes, so that's one of those you're going to shoot from the ladder and make sure you don't have any kind of runoff. This customer has a lot of plant life, a lot. And even though the gutters run out, you don't want to put too much over there to where it's running over. She has all these things, 2 or 3 Japanese maples that are beautiful. So just to keep that, what we'll probably do is put one ladder over on that one side, and then bring a ladder over here, go up, spray this side, walk around on that one, spray that side over there. And even though the roof is got a lot of different pitches and a lot of different angles, I'll be able to walk all that and get up there and get that took care of. But it's going to just take a lot of chemical. I mean, that's the thing. This roof is pretty big, and the main thing is it's just going to take a lot. You see here, looks like they got a little bit of staining right there beside that one, but it's just going to take a lot of chemical. I can, even though they're pretty high, I mean, you can put a ladder, like I said, up there, go up, go over that peak, shoot all those sides, and really just have a couple of sides left. It's just a lot of chemical. So got to price this for her, get paid, eat me a little snack, and get on down the road. So we'll catch you the next time.